Alright, so it's the 10th time recording. Let me just cough all over everything. So, I made a post saying that you can ask me things, so I'm going to answer those things that people asked. Okay. We're going to go into this one more time. Let me find it. Alright, so Tommy Thune asks, why do you like Riff Raff so much? I like Riff Raff so much because he's great, he's beautiful, he's magnificent, he's the neon icon, and overall, he's so ridiculous that if you took all the ridiculousness of my life, the things I shitpost, put them together into a little Rasengan, I don't watch Naruto, and like shove it into something, it won't even be near as ridiculous as he is, and so I just want to live vicariously through him. Okay. Harrison Cerulean asks, how are you so good at pulling Legion Rares? I'm good at pulling Legion Rares because Jonathan's the SP master, but I guess I'm the Legion Rare master. I'm going to fix that. But, yeah, I've just pulled 4 Legion Rares. It's pretty good. Usually I get them at the start when the set comes out, and then afterwards I won't pull shit. When am I going to get into Buddy Fight? I can't pull Buddy Rares. I can only pull Legion Rares, so I'm probably not going to get into Buddy Fight. I don't have what it takes to pull a Legion or Buddy Rare, but I'm probably going to get into Force of Will. It looks really cool. I'm trying not to like get into any new card games because I really like Vanguard being my main, but it's really hard. Um, so I'm probably just going to stick to Vanguard and then probably play Force of Will on the side. Thomas Sharp says, what's the moon like? What are the property taxes like on your moon palace? And do you plan on selling the teleport technology to Apple so that we can use it as a phone app? Moon was cool. I got some moon magic from it. It's working out pretty well. I pull good. I'm not sure how well I play, though. We'll find out about that. Property taxes suck. My moon palace is gone. I'm back here. I was only gone for a day. Moon palace destroyed. Moon gone. Rest in peace, moon. But I got moon magic. That's all that matters. Not going to sell the teleport technology because I don't like Apple. I prefer Android. Can't fucking. Alright, so Amchan, where do you get the hat? It's not my hat, it's Riff Raff's hat. You can message him or email him at jodyhighroller.jody.husky.neonicon.com or something like that. I don't know. Matt Martin asks, why is it that if somebody doesn't run a meta deck, they're seen as a bad player? So this is actually a really good question. It comes down to the way that we communicate with each other. So if I was to be playing, I have some cards here. So if I was going to be playing Seekers and I was playing this instead of Thing Saver, I'd be considered bad because I'm not playing what tops the most. I'm not playing what has the more support, what consistently tops, things like that. And it doesn't mean that that deck's necessarily bad. It just means that it doesn't have as much advantage giving capabilities as other decks. Like the Soul Control deck that I built with the Tamers is bad. It's no matter what, you can draw 12 cards in a turn. You can do shenanigans. You can do whatever you want, but it's not going to work out because there are other decks like Thing Saver or Glare. Glare kills you because you can't guard. CEO kills you because you can't guard. Thing Saver and Abyss kill you because you don't have the resources because they're able to burn it away so fast. And a deck like this just calls shit, so you get pluses, but because you're not minusing anything in your opponents, like if there is a Pale Moon unit that was when it's called from Soul, fucking Soul Blast, Counter Blast, do something and retire one of your opponent's units, the deck would be significantly better, even just with that one card. Of course, it would have to be Silverthorn for people to not shut up about it, because if it's not Silverthorn, it's bad, according to most Pale Moon players. But if a card like that existed, and it was like a 7k grade 1 or something, you could Purple Trapezist into it over and over, and because you're gaining advantage on your opponent, because not only are you producing a resource, you're creating something out of nothing with like Cracking Beast Tamer or whatever. You're not taking anything away from your opponent other than the cards in their hand. And the reason why this deck doesn't work specifically is because the columns attack for 14, so if your opponent hits a trigger, you're not minusing anything anymore, and at most you're minusing a 5,000 shield from their hand on turn 4. And that's not enough with the way that the game's going. I'm going to cough for hours. But really, it's just the way that we see each other. I know some people. My buddy Jonathan Pugh, he plays Great Nature, and people like, oh, Great Nature's not that good. I mean, there was hype because of the ARG thing, where Robbie won. And there was, I think it was top four. Great Nature was one of them. It might have been top eight. But everyone's like, oh my god, Great Nature's so good. Oh, great, you're so good. You're gonna love that one. But it's just it's still considered a bad deck because it doesn't have the support, it doesn't have the consistent topping that other decks do, like Thingsaver and Abyss, Glare, Perdition, all that crazy shit. Okay. Chase Morgan asks, why don't Royal Paladin Blasters get a full out archetype? And that's just because Blasters were Aichi's thing, but then they were also Ren's thing, so it's kind of like all over the place right now. And I think that we'll get Royal Paladin Blaster support. Like, if you look at Thingsaver and you see the fucking little dudes just chilling in the corner, like maybe we'll get some support. I don't think it'll be for a while, though. Probably till Season 2 of G Booster. I don't know what to call it. Generation Stride, whatever. Probably the second season of the show. So hopefully the 5th or 6th booster in the set. Because we have to get to all the clans. Most clans, like Pale Moon doesn't even have a real Legion yet because there are only 2 sets of Legions. So we have to get through all of that. Then we have to get the Strides, and then it'll be a clusterfuck. We'll get it eventually, I'm sure. Austin Carter asked your opinion on what the next meta will be like. So if by next meta you mean like right now with set 17, it's going to be a clusterfuck because I think there's 12 decks that really have a chance of just fucking people up. Thing Abyss, Glare, CEO's still good, Link Joker, Perdition Dragons, Perdition Dragons, like over and over and over. The different builds, different styles, just things like that. And I just think it's going to be a clusterfuck. And then you and Jonathan, a couple, I ship it so much. Well, thank you for shipping me. Jonathan, but I love Jonathan. He's probably the nicest guy I've ever met through Vanguard, through anything. Like, he's just a wholeheartedly good person. He does things for the good of the community. And it's really frustrating when people are, like, rude to him, like, because they don't fucking read the rules. There have been so many times where a tournament's going on, and then either they accuse someone of cheating or something. They're like, oh, you're just doing this to help your friends or whatever, but it's because you don't fucking read the rules. And we had to have the read the rules tournament so that people would read the rules. And even then, I think Brandon Yan was the only one who read the rules, like, because I didn't get to it. I read them eventually. But he read them first, like, 3 days after it came out, and then, like, won Chaos Burger sleeves because he actually read them. And then Jasmine Hamada, I hope I'm saying that right. That's how I say it in my head whenever I read it. But when are you and Jonathan getting married? So I can't say anything. And then we'll see. Probably after I meet him in real life. Probably after, 7 years of dating vicariously through the internet, pulling this rope right here. And then we'll get married, and then, well, I don't know. Robbie might murder me and take him, so we'll see. And then Andrew Mofa? I don't know how to pronounce that, and I'm sorry if I butchered that. Andrew says, why are you attracted to humans of both sexes? And that's simply because I don't fucking know. I don't know how to answer that question. It's probably the beard. It's the beard that I make weird faces. So Jonathan SP Mindham, sorry, I always say Mindham because I think of a ham and like a brain made out of ham, a mind ham, and that's just how it's been ever since I joined the group. And you're all going to be thinking it now if you watch this video, so enjoy that. What do you think of the new Aquaporus, Narukami, and Neonectar supporting Generation Booster 2 and the new trial deck? So I haven't looked at Generation Booster too much. I've been trying to focus on our meta because if I look at stuff ahead of time, I just get so, like, I know everything. I know everything. But I get so... I don't even know how to word it. I get a lot of information at once, and then I don't know what's coming out when because the E-boosters and everything, I don't know what our meta is going on, so I forget what cards do. I forget what it's going to be like. And then it also kind of discourages me because, like, right now the best deck to build is Perdition. because you get Kagero support in the G boosters, so you might as well fucking do it. But like Gear Chronicle looked really cool. I'm really excited about Gear Chronicle, but the new Aqua Force look really cool, and I'm really excited to see a little bit more of their support. The Narukami, I really like that they're bringing Bind back. Neo Nectar support. It's for maidens and not musketeers, if I remember right. So I'm interested in it, but I'm not sure how like excited I am about it. Like I'm excited, of course, because Neo Nectar and it's Narukami and it's Aqua Force, but I have no idea what to really think about it. And until more content comes out, I'm not sure about Aqua Force and Narukami. I just think that the Narukami Grade 3 unit looks dope. Like I love the art and everything, so it'll be pretty cool. Kevin McCarthy says, should I stick with Narukami for good or change into something else? So you can do whatever you want to do. I don't play Pale Moon like I used to. I mean, I have a deck, but it's not my main deck, and the reason for that's just because I don't like to play direct meta. I like to play things that are either like tier 1.5 or 2 or whatever. So I'm playing Genesis right now, but I'm not playing Owl because I'm bad. Whole other story behind that. But just play what you want. For Narukami, I think Brawlers are really good, and I didn't even mention that earlier. Brawlers are really good. They're just a really good deck, and I think it'll really be great if you build Brawlers, but Brawlers is probably like $100 investment to build the entire deck, including shields and everything. So it's not the worst thing in the world, and then there's new Narukami support coming out in Generation Booster 2, so I think it might be good for you to keep to it, but really just whatever makes you happy, whatever you want to do. It's really going to work out the best for you. I still have Pale Moon stuff, so when Pale Moon comes out with new stuff, and then I get their Stride and their Legion, I'm going to be like, that Lugia Revival campaign, I can't speak English. That Lugia Revival campaign, that'll be pretty cool if it happens. Let's see. Do you think there will be cards coming? So Andrew again asks, do you think there will be cards coming out or cards already out that will help against Stride, like Mist being able to perfect guard Legion attacks, but for other situations? It'd be really cool if they came out with something that if your opponent's unit's grade is 4 or higher, they like lose a drive check with a 5,000 shield or something, or even a 0 shield that did it, but it's like grade 1 8k, or probably not 8k, 7k, because no 8k has skills that's a grade 1. But I think that'd be really cool. I don't think it's going to happen for a while because they need to push content out. Mist happened on accident, and Mist does. Rory Conwell actually corrected me on this because I forgot completely. Mist won't work on Revival campaign legions because there's no grade 2 on the Vanguard Circle. There are 2 grade 3s. And then I got on Rue that night, and someone tried to do it when I was playing Amon, where you make Amon, or Amon's Legion. And it leads them. I don't remember his name. The really cool dude in the castle church thing. But yeah, so it doesn't work against it. So that was definitely like an accident. Like Mist's good, but it's only for one clan, and it's not something that's particularly overpowered or anything like OTT. Maybe when all the Battle Sister support comes out and it's fucking crazy. Well, I mean, Oracle Think Tank are relevant again. I know Chimmel's really excited about it, but I think it'll be a fun time. And there will be cards eventually to help us with it, like the triple drive and the massive power and everything, but we'll see. Like some other kind of Sentinel or something. Eventually, that's really important when I talk about this. Joshua, one of my favorites, says, thoughts on the most recent set, what cards stand out to you and why? Perdition Dragons, I really want to build Perdition Dragons, but I'm not going to drop $200 on a deck that... Well, it's going to drop in the next couple weeks, first of all, and it's going to drop eventually, but I will eventually build it once it's cheaper. Perdition Dragons, Granblue finally get their Limit Break Unlocker so you can make a toolbox deck. I'm probably going to build that for fun. And I'm really excited about it, so that'll be good. And then Harrison Cerulean says, how much longer until the video comes out? I'm already tired of waiting. Well, too fucking bad. The video's coming out as soon as this 10th try is done. Austin Carter says, you must state your opinion on net deckers and why you choose the decks you do. So net deckers, looking at a list is fine. Like if I was going to build Great Nature, the build, I'd look at the ARG build to see what's happening, but I would never build the deck exactly. I hate it when people just net deck because I can understand building it or playing it on Rue to like understand the deck. Also, when I say Rue, I mean Cardfight Area. I just call it Rue because the website's .ru. But yeah, I'm down to try it out, see how it works and everything, but never build the exact deck because like if I wanted to, I could look up like CEO builds that topped Japan and the one that topped ARG, even though it had Nyx in it and just things like that. And you take away your player preferences, you take away everything when you net deck. So I can understand learning it, but never ask for a list and then build that deck because it takes away so much from you as a player. It takes away your deck building skills. It takes away your individuality of a player, like even playing a certain trigger lineup, because the most common trigger lineup right now for all decks is 8-4-4, which is fine. But if you never experience anything, like right now I'm playing 7-3-2-4. I'm playing Rainbow Triggers, kind of. And it works well. It's just, you just gotta fuck around until you find something that you like. And net decking takes away your individuality as a person, as a player. And really, it makes it so that you're just playing to win because you're looking up decks that win. And I choose the decks that I do because I choose what's fun. I choose what I like. Like I didn't want to play Abyss because I also really hate playing like top tier decks. Like when Vague came out, I built a Vague deck and I sold it in like 3 hours. I just couldn't handle it. Because I hate decks that are autopilot. Like, there's so much tech involved in CEO, which is why I really like it. Because my deck plays like oranges and all this other crazy stuff. But I really like it. I really like making decks that I like to play and that I have fun playing. So that even if I'm getting just bent over by like Glare just fucks me and I'm like, ugh. Or Abyss kills my starter and I can't soul charge because I didn't ride Kumin or not Kumin, fucking oranges and things like that. I just get wrecked. Just happens, but at least I'm having fun. I'm doing motions with my hands that I enjoy doing, like soul charging and soul blasting and attacking and everything and legioning. Like I like doing these things, so I build decks that I like. What's my definition of net decking? Net decking is really where you build a deck almost exactly like online. Like changing net decking is where you take a list and you build off of it, but changing less than 5 cards. And it's okay if you don't change those 5 cards, but like I said earlier, you just take away your individuality from it, and it's really just bad. Like changing the triggers from 5k vanillas into Gatling Claw and Kagero does not make you individual. It means that you're playing fucking Gatling Claw. There's a whole post about this guy was talking about how he was different than a Vague deck that topped because he wasn't playing Conroe because Conroe's banned, and the deck that won played Conroe, and then he was playing 4 Gatling Claw, whereas the guy who topped wasn't playing it because he didn't have Gatling Claws because he just didn't do it. You can justify net decking online, and maybe like if you don't have access to area or anything like that, like you can build it, whatever. But just within like a week of playing the deck, please change it. Like I don't know. You just have to build something that you like. Let's see. What if a deck really only has one good build style? Is it still considered net decking? Well, you can always change cards. So if you're talking about like Perdition Dragons right now, and someone's like, you have to play 4 Great, 4 Dragonute, 4 of each mate, 3 Pain Laser, 4 10k attackers, 4 Perfect Shields, 4 Gojo, and then 2 of this, and then this exact trigger lineup. You can play that, and that's great, but you should really try and find something, change something. Play 3 Gojo and 2 Aramo. Play no Aramo. Cut Gojo. Play more Perdition Dragons. Play 4 Pain Laser and only 3 Neoflame. Do something different. Find something that works for you that helps you develop as a player rather than just copying off people. Because I know someone who net decks every deck that they build. They'll take a list, they'll build that exact deck, they'll play it for 5 minutes and be like, oh, this deck's so good. Wow, this deck's so good. Wow, I'm really good at Vanguard because I built this deck. But you didn't build the deck. You took something from someone else and didn't change anything. And with cooking, if you're going to cook and follow the recipe, you do it. If you're making the same fucking thing 20 times, you're going to change it up to how you like it eventually. You're not going to be like, exactly this much salt, this much flour mixed together in this exact order. You're going to change something. You're going to add some fucking seasonings. You're going to do something to it to make it different than what everyone else makes, the way that you cook it, the whatever. It just, net decking isn't a bad thing, and I don't want to bash people who net deck. I just need you to understand that you're taking away individuality from yourself to do shit posts. And like, there are people in the group who every time a deck will come out will ask, what's the list for this? What's the list for this, this, and this? But there is no one list. You can build your own deck. I can go into Cardfight area right now, look at Gear Chronicle. I know nothing about Gear Chronicle. I can build a good deck in probably like 5 minutes of looking, not even looking, 30 seconds of looking and like just clicking cards. And then after 20 minutes of playtesting, playing like probably 4 or 5 games, because games go that fast, I'll be able to change it up and make it good. I'll be able to make it what I like rather than whatever it's topping or whatever. I know nothing about Gear Chronicle. I know that they have a big-ass dragon made of gears. But so this video is 20 minutes long. I wanted it to be significantly shorter than that. But that's just how things played out. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. Keep doing what you guys are doing. I really like the group. I really think that the group's going in a good direction. Keep trading, enjoy your sneak peeks, and enjoy everything that's going on. And then enjoy this beautiful piece of artwork that I have signed. And you can guess who that's going to. Alright guys, so I'm going to go render this video and post it and see what happens. So, have fun.